Hi, Carol. Your garden's looking really nice today.
Oh, thank you, Mercedes. You know, I just installed this little cross in my flower bed. I just love it. It's so cute. But how about you? School just started. Do you like your teacher?
Yeah, I have several, and I like them all.
Well, that's good. I can't believe it's already August. You know, the holidays are just around the corner. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? I think it's a good idea to get started early.
Well, Carol, we don't use Christmas in our worship.
You don't, but I thought you were Christians.
We are, but have you ever researched the origin of Christmas?
No, Mercedes, I can't say that I have.
You'd probably be pretty surprised by what you find.
Oh, well, that's okay, but how about my little cross here? Isn't it cute?
Well, Carol, we don't use the cross in our worship either.
Well, if you don't celebrate Christmas, you don't believe in the cross, the next thing you're going to tell me, Mercedes, is that you don't believe Jesus is God.
Well, Carol, actually...
Oh, whoa, Mercedes, wait a minute. You do believe in Jesus, don't you?
I assure you, Carol, we do. But we feel it's important to do research and separate the myths from the facts about Jesus. That way we can have pure worship.
Myths, what do you mean by myths?
Would you agree that a myth is a traditional story, usually concerning some being or hero with or without a basis of fact?
That sounds about right.
Well, what if I could show you from the Bible that Jesus wasn't really born in December? In fact, more importantly, what if I could prove that there was a myth about him?
Well, sweetie, I don't think you can, but go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, first of all, the weather in Bethlehem is very much the same as the weather here. So in December, when it's cold here, it's also cold there. Notice what the Bible says here in Luke chapter 2, verse 8. Do you mind reading this?
Sure.
It's Luke chapter 2 and verse 8.
Okay, right up here. It says, there were also in the same country shepherds living out of doors and keeping watches in the night over their flocks.
So notice that the shepherds were living out of doors when Jesus was born. They had their flocks in the fields at night. Would you agree that it would kind of be unlikely that the shepherds were living out of doors in the winter?
Well, I have to agree that would be unlikely. Okay, Mercedes, but what about my cross?
I have a Bible study aid here with me. I'd like to share a few paragraphs with you on page 204. And notice what it says here on the cross. An important reason is that Jesus did not die on the cross. The Greek word generally translated cross is stauros. It basically means an upright pail or stake. The Companion Bible points out stauros never means two pieces of timber placed across one another at any angle. There is nothing in the Greek of the New Testament even to imply two pieces of timber. In several texts, Bible writers use another word in the instrument of Jesus' death. It is the Greek word xylon. This word simply means timber or a stick, club, or tree. And notice down here the New Catholic Encyclopedia Mix. The cross is found in both pre-Christian and non-Christian cultures. Various and other authorities have linked the cross with nature worship, and pagan sex rites. So, what are some of your thoughts on the information I just shared with you?
Well, I think as a Catholic, I better do some research.
You know, Carol, I think doing research is a great idea. I'd love to leave this book with you as a gift. You could use all the references in your research.
Well, thank you, Mercedes. I appreciate that. But earlier you mentioned something about Jesus and God, if he was God. So what can you tell me about Jesus?
You know, I think I just heard my dad calling me. But this book, the book I gave you, has a whole section about the Trinity. Could I stop by tomorrow after school and we could discuss this topic?
Well, that sounds great, Mercedes. I'm looking forward to it, sweetheart. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.